Wow. It really does taste like chocolate-covered cherries.
Yeah, that one's really good.
What's going on?
I didn't understand the concept.
Today is the day. Look at this wine. This wine is clear, but do you see what we got here? Extracts. We're turning this wine into something special.
We're gonna make some flavored wine. Special flavors. All kinds.
All right, this is the video I've been waiting to show you. Look at all this wine we made using our homemade extracts and some extracts we bought at the Lemoyne store. What was that place called?
Scots and Brothers.
Scots and Brothers. Yeah, watch that video. You'll see where we got these extracts. Plus, I got links to everything in the description you might see, but we've been at this for 4 hours. Make sure you hit that thanks button because we need it. Well, what do we got?
We ended up with chocolate-covered cherry, raspberry.
Raspberry Merlot.
Yes, raspberry Merlot. The chocolate-covered cherry was Merlot as well. Peanut butter and the cotton candy, which you really like.
Let's just stop the rambling. You're going to see this video. It was exciting, and we can't wait to taste this for sure. It won't be in this video because we're tired, and we've been drinking this stuff all day, testing it out.
I'm so happy it hurt when they walked out the door. Happy they left my heart broke on the floor. Happy I don't have to fight it.
All right, today's a special video because we got something special planned. We are making some flavored wines, and this is my wife's video because she's going to make all these creations. But we get a lot of questions on this channel about how do you make cotton candy wine? And this is gonna be our secret, cotton candy classic extract. But we got a bunch of other ones here that we're gonna do, right?
Yep.
Are you excited for this?
I am.
Look at this, hon. This is peanut butter.
It's gonna be my favorite one.
Open that up and smell it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God. I know it sounds gross. We're going to see how it turns out, and we'll definitely do a tasting at the end of this, or maybe in a future video. But let's stop the rambling and just get right into this. Now, again, we get a lot of questions. How do you make cotton candy wine? Can you use the cotton candy grapes that you see at some of the stores? Absolutely not. Do not do it. There's a grape that's made in Italy. It's called Schiava. That's what you use, and it's an Italian grape. But we're going to do it a little different with this cotton candy extract. And we got a bunch of different extracts. We're going to make 6 different kinds. I don't know if you can see it down here. I'll give you a close-up. We got a Chardonnay and we got a Merlot that is ready to be bottled. That's it. Now, what were you going to say?
I can't wait to try the peanut butter.
She wants the peanut butter wine. Now, every time I do this, I use that liquor quick, and you can see how clear this is. I got to do a whole video on just how to use that because I think I got it down now. Now, I want to get our Chardonnay here opened up and get our Merlot opened up because these are going to be our base wines. There's one. Smells crazy good. You want to smell it?
Why is the camera so close to the bottles? My nose is going to look like a rhinoceros.
It's still recording.
So we're going to do 3 different flavors of the Chardonnay. So I'm going to split the Chardonnay up here into 3 glasses.
And what we're hoping here is, because this is a 750 milliliter bottle, we're hoping to get 250 milliliters into each one. And then as we taste this, we'll measure it out and see what we need to put in our bottles.
Okay, and we're going to do the same with our Merlot.
Now, we've got bottles of wine that we happen to have Chardonnay and Merlot, so we're able to do this. But if you don't, you can just take some out of your carboy and put it in these glasses as well. Again, we're just trying to get tester glasses so we know how much to add to each bottle. All right, so now we got our test cups up here, the Chardonnay and the Merlot. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna slowly add our extracts. What's going on?
I didn't understand the concept. I just needed 1 cup of water, and then I was putting it in an empty cup over here to rinse it out.
All right, how many teaspoons did you put in that?
1.5.
1.5 teaspoons. And
We already tasted that one.
taste it again.
I like that it turned green.
How was it?
I like it. It adds
do
like
too.
a sugary.
We want to add about 1/2 teaspoon each time we do it until we think it's exactly what we want to be tasting. Remember, this Chardonnay and Merlot has already been back sweetened, and that's what we're going to do in our carboys. We're going to back sweeten this before we put our extracts in. We're up to what, 1/2 teaspoon on that peanut butter? What do you think, hon?
It smells amazing.
It does smell like peanut butter. I was over there smelling it.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Is it good?
1/2 teaspoon.
All right, let's get to the next one. All right, it's time to get to the Merlot side. We're going to give you the totals of these after each one, but let's see what the Merlot we can do with. I can't wait to try that cherry.
I know, me too.
So just remember, when you're back sweetening your wines, these extracts are going to add additional sugars. So we don't want to make it too sweet. All right, we got a guest taster today. My daughter Amelia is here. Taste that raspberry. How much did you put in that? It was what, 3/8, right?
Yeah, that's really good.
Remember, these extracts are strong, so just add a little at a time. And if you look at these bottles, it says you want to add 1 ounce per gallon of wine. So you can use that measurement as well. All right, we're on that chocolate. We're up to how much so far? We're up to 1/2 teaspoon. Go ahead and taste that. And that's our homemade extract. We made this. Make sure you watch that video, the chocolate extract.
Oh, yeah.
That's
I
very
like
good.
it. It's
that one
really
good?
You got to taste that, hon.
All right. So like I just said, we're going to put 1/2 teaspoon in each time, taste it, see if we like it. We got a toasted marshmallow, a peanut butter. Those are the Chardonnays. And then we got a cherry, a raspberry, and a chocolate. That's going to be the Merlot flavors. All right. What are you doing now?
So we kind of changed our mind because the cherry is similar to the raspberry. So now we're going to do what we're going to call it chocolate covered cherries.
Well,
So we're going to add
pretty
chocolate to the cherry. The cherry was good by itself, but
And that's what's fun about this hobby. You make it, you can mix all these and have all kinds of weird stuff, but chocolate covered cherry does sound like it's going to be a hit.
Try it.
wow. It really does taste like chocolate covered cherries.
Yeah, that
tastes-
one's really good.
It tastes
it
like a
good?
very fancy mixed drink that we got somewhere. You got to taste that.
Here we go. Chocolate covered cherry. Look at the color of that Merlot.
You're going to like that.
Oh yeah, that is good. All right, now we got to get to the point where we got everything written down. We got to get some bottles washed so we can finish this up. Now they're mixing all kinds of flavors together. All right, it's time to get some bottles washed and sanitized so we can get these extracts in and get this wine finished up. And if anything in this hobby, make sure you're sanitizing everything, because if you're gonna fail, it's because you didn't do it. Potassium sorbate is going to be our stabilizer. Since we're back sweetening this wine, we don't want to blow corks. So this is a must. So now all we're gonna do is we're gonna back sweeten this. I already racked this over into our bucket here that we're gonna use to fill our bottles, but we're just gonna slowly add back sweetener to this. I got so many videos on this. I'm not gonna bore you with this, but we're gonna get it to a very light sweet, because remember, when we add them extracts, that's gonna add more sweetness.
Okay, so it's time to get the peanut butter, which I decided to make some extra peanut butter because I really liked how that turned out. We used 1/2 teaspoon for the glass that we tested. So we're gonna multiply that by 3 to get our bottle. So we're gonna use 1.5 teaspoons per bottle here.
And we didn't like the toasted marshmallow, so that's why
Yeah.
we're going extra peanut butter. We really enjoyed that one, so make sure you're trying it.
I kind of thought I would like the peanut butter, but I liked it more than I even thought I would.
Now, notice we're putting this at the bottom of our bottles because we're going to rack our wine into here. If we were making the whole batch peanut butter, the 3-gallon batch that we have, we would just mix it in our bucket. But since we're doing different kinds, we have to add it to the bottle separately. It makes it easier if you want to make multiple flavored wines, which is what we're doing in this case. The Merlot, we're doing 3 different kinds. But the Chardonnay, we decided on 2 with the peanut butter. And what was the other one?
Cotton candy.
Cotton candy, which is my favorite.
That was good. It was good. It's amazing how just that little bit made such a big difference in the taste.
If you want to put extra peanut butter in one or two, you can. I'm sure my wife is sneaking some.
No, I really like exactly how we did it. So next is the cotton candy. This is one of Todd's favorites. Now I will tell you that this was a syrup, not an extract. So it's going to seem like we're using a lot of it, but it's not as strong as the extracts were. So we're going to use, we went with 1.5 teaspoons. So we're going to use 4.5 teaspoons per bottle.
All right, we got all our extracts in our bottles. As you can see, Laura did a great job on that. So now what we want to do is get our bottle tip on here and get the wine put right into these bottles and get them corked. Here we go, peanut butter wine and cotton candy. Two great wines. Let's finish these up and get to the Merlot extracts.
Okay, so now we're going to work with the Merlot. So the Merlot, we did change things up a little bit based on our taste tests. We're still going to do the chocolate and we're still going to do the raspberry. But for the cherry, we decided to mix chocolate and cherry. So it'll be chocolate covered cherry wine, which was really good. So we'll start with the chocolate here. And again, we did 1/2 teaspoon for the glass. So we're going to multiply that by 3. And we're going to do 1.5 teaspoons per bottle. Getting tired.
We've been at this for 4 hours.
Yeah. Okay, so we did we're going to do 3/4 for a bottle on the raspberry because it was pretty potent. Okay, so now I did put the chocolate in here, 3/4 of a teaspoon of the chocolate already. This is going to be the chocolate covered cherry. And so now we're going to put the cherry in. So 3/4 of that as well. And again, if you really like cherry, you'll probably like just the plain cherry. We just kind of liked it with the chocolate better, which is really the beauty of it. You can make it taste however you want it.
All right, now all we got to do is we got to rack this Merlot. Remember, we got this sediment at the bottom, so we're going to put it into our bucket so it's easy to bottle with the bottle tip. So then we'll get these filled up and corked. Until next time, make sure you
Like, subscribe, and click that notification bell.
And what else?
Follow us on Instagram. HowToDoneRight.
Yeah, because you probably would have seen this was coming.
Yeah.
When I was